What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today Brian and I are down at the Ford Bronco Off-Rodeo hosted by Bilstein. So huge shout out to them for organizing this event. You can see all of the Broncos that we have in the background, different trim levels. I think there's a few manuals here which hopefully we could check out. But we're going to be taking this Bronco here off-road. This is the Badlands, finished off in Velocity Blue. This is going to be a ton of fun.
We got the 2.7 liter, the big engine, 10-speed automatic, four-door SUV. We've already done a training course here at the Off-Rodeo, and
this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with this and see how capable the Bronco is off-road. Now, for new viewers to the channel, I owned a Jeep Wrangler, so this is a great comparison to see the improvements they took from the Wrangler onto the Bronco. I think it's a Jeep Wrangler competitor or killer.
I think it's a killer.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find that out, especially being a four-door comparing it to your four-door.
Correct, yeah. So let's hop on it.
Yes, it is.
Let's go for a ride.
So this is a good spot to feel out the sizing of this, because it's not the smallest SUV, it's bigger than a Wrangler, right?
Yeah, and you thought when we got to drive one on the road, we thought it was pretty wide.
You can see your hood really well, which is great.
So this is stuff that we're used to. In my Tacoma, it's a little bit longer than this, but we are used to the tight trails like this, and so far it's maneuvering really good.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can see that hood. I think that really helps.
I like the passenger side there for sure.
Yeah.
And it's very upright, so it does give me good visibility if I didn't have a spotter on that side. So if I push on the center button in between all of the goat modes, we have one pedal active, which is not what I want. Yep, so we'll go and set it now. So by using the cruise control there, we can go down as low as 1 mile an hour. And now with my foot off the brake, we'll go a little bit faster here. We can go to 1.5.
Yeah, no foot, no brake.
As we go down this hill. So perfect, I learned that in training, how to do it so quickly. I'm gonna drop it down so we don't catch up here.
We are at a really sharp angle.
And we're still in the trail control, which is pretty helpful because then you don't have to ride the brake. You know?
Now we have some articulation.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get in this just so we can see. There we go. There we go. Didn't even have to do the lockers.
Yeah. All right, so we are at our first obstacle where we're gonna be doing some spotting. And as you can see, this is a pretty steep one. It may not come off on camera well, but we're gonna be getting one of the wheels off the ground even. All right, so we got the front locker now.
There you go. Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
There you go. There you go. Stay with it. Hold just a touch of momentum. There it is. Back passenger. Going left or right, you know, Brian? Right. There you go, there you go. Going to the right. Left, okay. Hard left, hard left. Stay with that left. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really gotta crank it, dude. Crank it, come on. Driver. Oh, back tire got off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Woo. I felt that tire.
Slow down.
See him?
Yeah. Alright guys, so we have done a driver change and I'm now behind the wheel of the Bronco. Pretty sweet to be off-roading in it. That last section was really fun to watch. The articulation was insane, especially with the sway bar disconnect and then the locking diffs. This thing really hooks well.
No spinning either.
Yeah, it does a good job, especially for being the weight that it is.
And we're out in the desert too, so we have some pretty dusty, slippery conditions.
Yeah, we are out in Texas, actually, Austin, Texas, near that.
And so we were just talking a little bit while we're getting to our next obstacle here about the three SUVs, mainly 4Runner, this, and the Wrangler. We've been in all three, and basically we found that this rides like the 4Runner out on the road, and on the off-road, it kind of performs like the Wrangler in a sense.
Yeah, I think it's a good blend of all three, and we've off-roaded in all of them actually at this point.
We have, yeah.
I think, not to be a fanboy of the Bronco, but I really do think the Bronco kind of takes both of those and takes the best aspects, and gives you the best blend, I think.
You have a really good, well, even with the soft top, it's good on-road.
Yeah, and I think the good thing about that is if you are a 4Runner or a Jeep fan, I think that's going to really push the other manufacturers to make something way better. I think the off-road oriented driving is becoming more and more popular, especially with the success of the Raptor over the last decade. So these types of vehicles sell well and people love them.
Oh yeah.
And I think, you know, next generation 4Runner Wrangler is going to have to be way better. Because personally, I buy this and I think it's pretty good.
So we do have some wheel spinning on this articulation right here. The two-door actually had a lot of wheel spin. I don't believe he had the rear locker engaged. So Brian has the lockers. Yeah, I would do the rear locker because he spawned too. Yeah, come driver. Oh, you. I know. You should have gone a little more driver and make it a little harder. So we have a pretty steep decline here. You're good. All right, so while Brian is finishing up, we have a four-door in front of us. I think he just switched to the lockers. Everything on camera always doesn't look as deep as it is. We have a pretty good indentation right here where my feet are. And then of course these rocks right here. You got the locker? So you're good. Come straight up. Like nothing, even with the locker. There we go. Look at this train of Broncos we got going. Such a fun day. So just to compare, we're gonna check out this two-door now. Because it has a shorter wheelbase, it might do a little bit better going up this steep hill. Look at that, like nothing. Wow. We got everybody at the event here. So onto the four-door now. We have the sway bar disconnect as well as both lockers because we have some pretty gnarly articulations there. So we got a dip on both sides where that sway bar disconnect is actually very impressive. Definitely gives you a lot more travel with that Bilstein suspension. And look at that. Just crawling right up.
You're good to kind of just go straight.
All right, so we just got done with that trail and that was a blast. The Bronco did pretty good. I mean, all the technology features.
Oh yeah, the ground clearance, we didn't scrape on anything.
No, we didn't. Taking all the right lines, you know, having a spotter, but I mean, it walked all this stuff. Now on camera, it's not going to look as crazy as it does in person. That's always the case with off-roading. But this is a real Wrangler competitor. Like, I could see this following a Wrangler and keeping up with it or doing better. And it's stock.
I think for the package though, I like it better. I do, personally. But yeah, even being the bigger four-door with a bigger engine, so this is the heaviest one available. Everything, like the things that looked intimidating were just like nothing.
Yeah, it just walked all this stuff. So that was a lot of fun with the Bilstein suspension, with the front sway bar disconnect. It just, it has all the capabilities to take it off-road. So that was an absolute blast.
Hopefully we can check out a two-door in the next video. We'll have to hopefully try to get our hands on it. If not though, Bronco killed it. Bilstein suspension awesome as well.
So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting out to the Ford Bronco Off-Rodeo. Definitely an awesome adventure. Give this video a huge thumbs up and smash that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.